this is Stampy, and welcome to another episode of Can You Beat My Time? This is the series where I try and play through glide maps, and I get as good as a time as I can, and then you all need to play the same map and try and beat my time. And it's a good one this week, because it's a free map, which means every single one of you have no excuse for not trying to do it. Unless you don't have Minecraft at all, which means... well, thanks for watching, even though you don't have Minecraft. Everyone who has it, at least on the console version, will be able to play this map because it's absolutely free, and it's called Canyon, and it's a very pretty one. I love the look of the mesa biome. It's not very crazy in terms of the style like some of the recent ones have. It kind of looks a lot like the Frontier map. That's what it's based on, and there's a lot of pretty scenery, but no real dramatic standout scenery, I would say. But we are not here to admire the scenery. We're here to fly past the scenery as absolutely fast as we can, and that's exactly what I'm going to try and do. But this one's a doozy. This one's quite the difficult map to try and go really fast on. There's a few shortcuts, one of which is coming up very soon, and I get nervous just as I'm approaching it, which absolutely terrifies me and probably means I'm going to go really slow. I kind of went the wrong way there for some reason as well. So it's not this bit. It's the next boost after this one. So you boost up to the left here, and oh, I've completely messed up this one. Can I keep going? Keep going, can I make it? There we go. My tippy toes were touching the ground, but I can hopefully show you this shortcut. So I need to go into here. I need to boost up, and then there's a little gap. Oops, nope. Okay, I missed it. But up there, did you see it? You see that gap up there? That's where we're heading for. That is where I need to try and fly through, but it's far from an easy thing to be able to do. In fact, I would go as far to say as it's very difficult, possibly, and I think this might be true, the most difficult shortcut that I've had to try and do out of any of these maps. So that's fun. That's something to look forward to today. And then there's another really difficult shortcut not long after it as well. So basically, this is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a difficult one to get just one complete run where I don't crash at all, let alone trying to get a stupidly fast time. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to be a challenging one for sure, but I have spent a decent amount of time practicing on it, as I always do. So, like, I have no reason to not be able to do it other than me for failing. And I don't know why I keep doing this bit slow. You can normally get quite a decent amount of speed here, but I keep going really slow through this section. I won't mind too much as long as I can get through this shortcut. I often kind of bang my head a little bit, but can still make it through. So let me just show you the rest of the course. So this obviously won't be the time, seeing as I crashed, but let me kind of show you how that section's supposed to go and kind of what goes on afterwards, and kind of just use this as a bit of a practice go. So I need to boost up like that, and nope, not going to make it. Let's go and reset again. Luckily, there's a checkpoint not too far behind, which kind of gives you a good chance to reset. And there we go. That kind of shows you how I'm meant to do that section. And you kind of need to boost up and then to the side. I keep not boosting up high enough. So it's a really difficult balance, because if you boost up too high, you bang your head on the ceiling. And if you don't boost up high enough, then you just end up falling back down to the ground. So let's go and basically look up higher for a little bit longer. And there we go. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. There we go. So that's what I'm trying to do there. But as you can see by all of those failed attempts in a row, it's not the easiest thing. And then here, it's not really a difficult shortcut, but it's a bit of a weird one. You just kind of keep boosting up, and then you can loop around to the left. And here's the next tricky shortcut. There's a small gap. So not that gap there. You can go under that one, but this one here, you need to go around to the right. And oh, I just about made it. I was just about able to make it through. Not, once again, as fast as it could be, but that basically brings us to the end of the level. So it's a relatively short one, I think, compared to some of the other ones. That was 2 minutes and 6 seconds. I might as well write that down, but I crashed and stuff. That is, hopefully, fingers crossed, unless things go really, really badly, that is not going to be the final time that I'm going to have on this canyon map. You can see the challenge that's facing me. So let's just go and talk through the entire course then, and talk about at least the way I like to go through. I'm sure there's faster routes and different routes and other ways you can do it, but if you want a pretty decent time and are up for a challenge, then this is the way to go about it. So... and start off a gradual slope. As always, you're kind of trying to stay as close to the inside walls as you can. You don't want to go too steep here, because you want to go through this gap there. And now you can start going down a little bit steeper to build up some speed. You've got to go and fit through that little gap there. And there we go. I've built up some really good speed here. I'm going very fast through this section, much faster than I went in the other goes. And don't worry about going too low here, because there's a boost pad here, and you want to look up relatively high, just to get you high enough to be able to keep your speed up. And then this is the sudden drop. I find find going in front of that pillar gets me the most speed, and this is where I was supposed to go. I'm supposed to go through that little gap there, and then around to the right. This was much faster than the last time. Let's see if I can keep my speed up here. That was okay. There are ways to do that faster, but that is definitely better than some of the past goes. But this is the big part that matters a lot. Can I get through the gap? And I did! I made it through the gap. I banged my head, but that's what normally happens. I normally do bang my head going through there, so I'm fine with that. I can live with banging my head there as long as I'm able to make it through the rest of the course, but I don't have any time to relax because I'm going straight into the next difficult shortcut now. I got to go up a little bit higher and down to the right. And oh, I did it without banging my head as well. I normally bang my head at some point during that as well. This last section I would have liked to have got boosted a little bit higher just to keep my speed up here, but this is overall going to be a fantastic time. Personal best. A time of 120.848. 120.848. That is, the best time I've done on that level so far, and I was expecting to fail a lot more until I was able to get a complete run, to be honest. That one shortcut, that one difficult one where you boost up, it's so difficult. Maybe I'm just bad. Maybe you're going to do it and go, you know what, Stampy, you're just rubbish. This is easy. But I'm pretty sure that's not the truth. I'm pretty sure that anyone, unless they are a god at playing Glide, is going to struggle with that shortcut. So the fact I was able to get a pretty perfect run is really nice to start off. There's a lot of parts where I was going much slower than I could have, but I just wanted to get a good time on the board. And now, let's restart again. Now I can start being a little bit more risky. Now it doesn't matter so much about just completing a run. If I don't complete a run and it's faster than that time, then it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if I make it to the end but it's slower. It doesn't help me anymore. I just only need to improve the time. So I need to go down steeper. I need to stay closer to the walls and try and do the boost better. Maybe try to not bang my head going through that shortcut. Would be lovely because I lose out on some time there. So I seem to be pretty much like on par with the first run so far. So it's really these next sections that I got to be able to do fast. So this part, I don't know if there's any way to really get much more speed, but to be fair, you kind of come up this area so fast anyway. If I was going any faster, it would probably end really badly. And oh no, that was definitely slower through that section there. But that little boost kind of really sped me up. So this could still be okay as long as I can get through this section okay. Let's go and try and get through the gap. And oh, no, there we go. That is what usually happens, to be fair. That is what I expected to happen. I couldn't really hope to do it kind of first time 2 goes in a row. That just doesn't really happen on this map. It is a very challenging map to be able to do. And there we go. That was pretty fast through that section there. And you can once again go pretty low down to the ground there. And I could probably go a little bit lower in this section as well. I'm being a bit cautious on this entire section here. I could probably go down a little bit steeper than I am, but you know what? That was still pretty good nonetheless, and a good boost there. I've really been able to maintain my speed, which is, of course, what this is all about. And now we have the sudden nosedive where we go really fast, and then that was much smoother through there. Look how fast I went through that entire section was perfect. Then you really want to look up to the left on this section to be able to go in the direction that you want to go. It's a bit like deceiving with those arrows because you assume that the way the arrows are facing is the direction they're going to boost you. But with the orange ones, I think in particular, they just boost you whichever way you face. Like, it doesn't matter which way the arrows are pointing. Just look whatever direction you want, and then that is the direction you're going to end up going. But anyway, back to focusing on what we're doing. This has been another good run so far. I have this difficult shortcut to do, and oh no, I banged my head twice. I might be able to still get a slightly better time if I go really fast through this section, but nope, I've gone over. I was so set to have a better time then. Only 2 seconds over. Honestly, like, when I was practicing, I was not doing anywhere near this good. Like, I don't want you to think that I was practicing for ages and I was doing really, really well, and I was like, right, let's record. I wasn't. I was struggling, and I just hoped the added pressure of doing it in a video would be able to be enough to make me perform better, and it looks like it is. So let's try and get one more complete run, and then I think we're probably going to be ready to take this online, because the chances, if I'm completely honest here, the chances of me getting a better time than that one complete run are pretty slim. Like, you know, I'm sure there are much, much faster times, and I'm sure I could get a much faster time, but just the chances of me just getting one nice complete run without crashing at all is just very, very slim at this point, to be honest. So I think that might end up being the time that you have to beat. So maybe load up the game now if you have it available and just start doing it now. You could do that, actually. That could be a fun way to do this. It's probably a little bit late now, but you could be kind of watching this video as you play, and literally as I'm going, trying to do the same thing, and just seeing if you could like almost live beat my beat my time. Could be a fun way to do it. Anyway, though, this has been a pretty nice fast start. I'm going to stay as low as I can to the side here. This is, of course, where it all matters, though. Am I going to be able to get through the gap? Oh, this looks okay. Oh, that was beautiful. That was poetry in motion. Right, I need to not bang the floor here. I'm going to be a bit more risky and look down a little bit more just to try and keep my speed up. But this is where I'm going to start getting really nervous, because this is where it starts really mattering for me to keep doing well, and I'm much faster through that section. No problems through that boost. Oh, this is amazing. I might just be about to eat my words and get a better time. This last section here, once again, was a little bit slower than I would have liked, but let's go down steeper. Can I beat the time? And I did it! Only just, but a personal best. We have... Oh, it's still in 120. I was hoping to get to 119. 120.199. That was intense. I can't believe I was able to get the time a little bit better. It wasn't even a second faster. It wasn't even a second, but it was nonetheless still faster than the previous time. So let's now go online, play with some other people, and see if I can improve that time even further. I doubt it, but let's see. Okay, I'm in a multiplayer lobby now. I am being joined by Improverda. Yeah, that's the person that's joining me. Am I pronouncing that bad, or is that just like an impossible gamer tag to actually be able to pronounce? Luckily, though, we are playing on Canyon. No, that's impossible. Improverda. That's who we're playing with. So hopefully some other people will be joining us as we go. But I kind of just wanted to get straight into it. And you know what? It doesn't even really matter that much about having other people racing. You're basically racing against yourself in these at any point anyway, because you're always just racing to try and get a better time than before. And that is completely what I'm after. So expect me to fail a little bit here, because I'm going to be kind of pushing myself to the limits, I guess, and trying to go down as fast as I physically can. So it means, I don't know, it just means the faster you try and go, the chances are you're going to crash more. Because to go fast, you need to be going close to the walls and kind of doing more risky plays. So, you know, the better you try and do, the more chance you have of failing, but the higher chance you have of getting a personal best time. So I think so far this has been my fastest beginning so far. And whoa, I was very scarily close to the ceiling there, but I was able to make it through. I was pretty fast through this section as well. This is what it all comes down to, though. This is the most important part of the entire course, and can I make it through? And no, I did. I banged my head, but I didn't lose too much time, because I'm generally going pretty slow through that section anyway, so I didn't actually lose too much time through that. So it looks like as long as I can get this next tricky shortcut, I should be set to get definitely my best time online. I mean, this is my only attempt online I've done so far. No, that little gap. And now this gap is so hard to do. After this speed boost, it's like, look at that. You have no control over that. That was such a good start. That was destined to be such a good run, but then I messed it up at the end, and now I need to go the boring, long, slow way around the outside. I've not really worked out how to do this final section fast, to be honest. That's something that I could maybe try and practice and try and improve. Like, I know some of the shortcuts, but just kind of the general flying around the level. That's some of the stuff that I haven't really properly perfected yet. But hopefully, in my next 2 attempts, that's something that I'm going to be able to do. So yeah, let me cut ahead until round 2 is ready to start. Come on, you can make it! You can make it! You've only got a few seconds left, and there we go. They made it to the end. I was so scared they weren't going to finish, but they just made it. Oh, we're joined by 266. What do these people call each other when they're playing online with their friends? Like, say if I'm playing with someone, they go, hey, Stampy, over here. If I'm playing with these people, what do I call them? Improverda and 266, come over here. Like, how do they pronounce each other's, like, names when they're playing online with people? I guess it's a case where, like, Xbox and PlayStation and stuff have been going on for so long. Like, all of the easy names have gone. So everyone's always putting, like, numbers and X's and just symbols and all sorts of things into their names now. Just because all of like the more normal things have been taken. And I know I'm called Stampylonghead. It's hardly like I've got the most normal name in the world, but you can pronounce it. You can read it and you can actually pronounce it. Actually, a lot of people when they see my name quickly, especially like early on before people kind of knew who I was, when they saw Stampy Longnose, they'd always think it was Stampy Longgoose. For some reason, just if you look at Stampy Longnose quickly, and you might see it now, for some reason it looks a little bit like Stampy Longgoose. So that's what a lot of people called me for a very long time, just because if they read my name quickly, that's just how they'd see it. But anyway, back to the attempt. I failed. I crashed straight away. And look, who's joining now? What's this name? I'm trying to do the shortcut, but I'm distracted. It's Fada Kasha Likada. Kelly Mode has joined. Whoa. Galaxy Grace has joined. We have DSH Shadow Wolf Utaku has joined as well. Some of those names are relatively easy to pronounce. Others are not. Sorry, I was completely not focusing on where I was flying then. Maybe that's the secret. There are times where I just go off on a tangent and I'm just chatting about something completely unrelated to what I'm doing. And I often actually end up flying better in those circumstances than when I'm really concentrating. But there we go, I got 131 time. That should hopefully be enough for me to win the game. So who have we got? We got Improvida. We have the Twisted 6. We have Fadashlikta, Kelly Mode, D Shadow Wolf Utaku, and Galaxy Grace. They're all of the people joining us. So we're going to have a very busy round 3 with all of these players and possibly some more joining in as well. So let's cut straight to that moment now, and we can begin the final round and final attempt of this video. Right then, this is what it's all come down to. The final round, 100% concentration is required to be able to do this. I want to just get to the end without crashing. That is going to be my goal. Of course, getting a better time is the main goal, but I haven't been able to do that online once. And that's always something that I like to be able to do it all. I nearly crashed immediately. No, people, stop joining. You're distracting me. The name's coming up on the screen. I can't help trying to read the names when they come up on the screen and it distracts me. Right, I need to blank all of that stuff out. No, I was reading the name and I crashed into a post and now I've been overtaken by a panda. What a bad day. No, I'm not even going to be able to make it through there. Right, let's follow the panda. The panda seems to know what's up. And oh, there's actually a speed boost through here. Didn't even know that this speed boost was here. And this is getting really busy now. Loads of people are going, oh no, Fada Kashai Ikada has left the game. Oh, I was enjoying them being here. So it looks like the time is final then. It's 1 minute, 20 seconds, 0.199. That is going to be the final time for you to beat, because there's simply no way I'm going to be able to get a better time on this run here. But let's just keep going. Let's just have some fun. You know what? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the rest of this course perfectly, and it's going to really annoy me because I'll know that if I didn't just crash into that post at the beginning, I knew it. So as soon as people started joining, I was just too distracted. Like, if I want to get a good time, I need to just go into solo mode and just 100% concentration, play some relaxing music in the background, and just, you know, really have all of my focus on it. I've got no chance of being able to have a good focus on it when there's people all over the place and pandas and all sorts going on. But look, I told you I'd do the entire rest of the run perfectly. Now I've messed up, but it doesn't even make me feel good. It makes me feel more annoyed that, oh, okay, there we go. I feel a little bit better now, but it's just frustrating. Do you reckon I can get through that gap from the speed boost? Look how fast you go. It's like, no, it's just not happening. I'll have one more go, and then I'll go and loop the other way around, because otherwise the panda's going to overtake me. And oh, was that a narwhal? I think a narwhal just went to overtake me, but the shortcut was able to work out, and I was able to overtake the narwhal again. So, yep, as I said, that is the final time. I'll repeat it again, just so you remember. 1 minute, 20 seconds, 0.199. And what I can do while I'm waiting for everyone else to finish is to go and have a look on the leaderboard and see how I'm doing overall against everyone else. So there I am, 22. It's the 22nd best time that has been set on this map on the PlayStation 4 at least. Fat Cat Froggy is ahead of me. So yeah, if you think you are one of the 21 best players in the world and want to be able to beat my time, then give it a go. Of course, send me pictures, send me screenshots, send me videos, send me any way you can what your times are, and let me know, can you beat my time? But that is the end of this episode here. I will be doing more videos on more maps as soon as they're released by 4J Studios. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!